What's good? What's good? What's good? You know who it is. Your boy Mafia. It's time for that culture for the streets. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Ding that notification bell. Don't leave the trap till you've been served. Anyway, we just tapping in. You know, Cowboy did a no jumper interview with Adam 22 yesterday, and he explained some things that needed to be explained, because there's been a lot of bullshit going on with the Nipsey, rest in peace Nipsey Hussle, with the Nipsey death and Eric Holder. The world believes that Nipsey called Eric Holder a snitch and Eric Holder just killed him over it. Cowboy went deep in depth with what really happened with that situation. He stressed that Nip never called him a snitch at all. He specifically said that Nip said, "I wonder how this finna pan out," when he seen Eric pull up, because evidently it was some shit going on in the hood, as far as rumors or some paperwork or something. It's not determined whether or not he was telling or not, but Nip basically was just telling him like, "Yo, bro, some shit going on. You need to see what's going on with that shit." You see what I'm saying? It wasn't like, "Oh, nigga, you a snitch. You ain't good over here, bitch ass nigga." You know, it wasn't no disrespectful type of tone to it. He just let him know, like, there's some shit going on. You need to see about it. And this coming from a big homie of Nip's. And we done heard plenty of niggas around Nip say some shit, including Big U. You know what I'm saying? Big U stressed the fact that Eric Holder was a shooter. But at the same time, he has stressed to you that he don't know the nigga. But then you'll hear other niggas say they know the nigga, that you know the nigga. You see what I'm saying? So what's the purpose of you lying for? Then you got another one of Nip homies coming on the show and stressing to the world like, look, cuz never said that to Eric. You see what I'm saying? Like, he detailing what the fuck was really transpired, even with the conversation. We really didn't hear too many people that was right there watching him get shot stress what the conversation was. Everybody just put it in the air. He just called him a snitch and boom, 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 shots. That's not Cowboy really putting it out in the air what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that, because Cowboy, one of his big homies, at the same time, he know it was some bullshit energy put in the air over the situation. A nigga lost their life in this situation. A nigga from his block. A nigga from his turf is set. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he kind of owe it to Nip to put it in the air what really happened. You know what I'm saying? Just as much, instead of trying to get clout off the situation and saying, well, you know what I'm saying? He stressed more that he helped Nip than anything. It wasn't a, I'm the big homie, you the little homie, and you gonna do what I say do type shit. It wasn't none of that. Cuz really had genuine love for Nip. Nip had his nickname, his set name. He was Thundercat 2. You see what I'm saying? He stressed the fact that he worked with Black Sam. He worked for Nipsey. Them was his bosses. You see what I'm saying? He stressed the fact that he had a drug addiction. Even when he was around Nipsey trying to get it together, he was stressing the fact that Nip was the nigga that was trying to get him back on his feet. Nip, the one that helped encourage him to get back on his feet, put him in a position where he could get back on his feet. Always gave him an opportunity when he got tired of the bullshit. Always gave him an opportunity to get away from that. You see what I'm saying? This a real friend, not a friend because of the fame, a real friend, a motherfucker that watched Nip grow up from a kid into a man and progress and succeed and make things happen for their section. That's fucking big. Whether he put money into it with Nip or not, he still was present to see the foundation of something built when a lot of people didn't have no faith in Nip making it at first. You see what I'm saying? So for him to be a big homie and put that in the air that it was some sour shit, because I don't give a fuck. I never believed the whole Nip told Eric Holder that he was a snitch and that's why he killed him. I never believed that. It didn't the demeanor of the conversation when you see it on tape. You know, you could tell a lot by a person's demeanor. You see what I'm saying? And when you looking at them talk, even though you can't hear the words because of the, you know, through the surveillance cameras or whatever, it doesn't look like that. You see what I'm saying? Because one thing for sure about the street shit, when you buckle down and you tell a nigga they name bad out here, you gotta pivot right, because that come with a situation. You see what I'm saying? Every street nigga know that. When you put that jacket on a nigga, you got to stand on it a whole nother type of way, because you don't know how niggas gon' buckle up over that, over them comments. You see what I'm saying? And that wasn't the vibes that we got from that videotape. So for Cowboy to stress that Nip never called him a snitch, he just let him know that it was something sour going on in the hood. You got to deal. You got to straighten it out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So this shit really do let you know that it's way more deeper than that whole little conversation Nip and Eric had for Eric to kill Nip. You see what I'm saying? It's more to it. That nigga had an alternative, interior motive, or however you say that shit. He had a motive when he showed up over here. You see what I'm saying? This ain't a nigga that showed up over there in that section every day trying to politic with the homies. None of that. But today you just pop up over there, and by the time you leave, Nip dead. It was an agenda when he showed up. So regardless how the conversation would have went, should have went, could have went, or went, it wasn't meant for Nip to have his life still when Eric left. I don't give a fuck what the conversation was. That nigga showed up with an agenda. Everybody in that parking lot, none of them niggas had seen this nigga prior to that. He ain't been around none of the niggas in the hood, none of that shit. So just to pop up randomly like that, and then, you know, words exchanged, and then all of a sudden, it's R.I.P. Nip. It was an agenda with him showing up right there. What the agenda is, we don't never know, because it's a lot of assumptions, conspiracy theories, pointing fingers. Niggas gonna blame you. Niggas gonna blame the police. Niggas gonna blame the set. Niggas gonna blame all kind of politics when it comes to how Nip died. But we don't really know. But I know when he showed up that day, he didn't kill Nip over no snitch allegations, man. He had a real agenda. And Cowboy just putting it in the air that he didn't really be specific and say it was a real agenda behind him killing Nip. But just the way he put it out there, it lets you know that Nip didn't lose his life over no words. Nip ain't lose his life either by calling Eric Holder no snitch neither. What did Nip really lose his life for? Y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, man.